I immediately just wanted to like stop as soon as I started this video. I am like really wading through some self-pity right now and feeling like what a great opportunity for me to like pity myself, because it like makes me feel really frustrated because I was feeling like I met up with the guy that raped me earlier, and it went really well, and I was like, my throat chakra was fucking flowing, like just saying my shit, like no matter what it was, and being like, it doesn't matter how you respond, like because this is my truth, and like I'm fucking saying it. And I felt like I felt so solid and strong, and like I feel like there's maybe a trigger in that of being like losing strength, or that's what it feels like. That's the story I have, is like that when like I'm getting thinky. I have had so many urges to like go into these self-pity narratives, and it's like the perfect setup, because I'm at B's house right now, and this is the same house that the guy that raped me lived in, and like it's just such a perfect opportunity for me to be like, oh, like it's complicated. Like I say that because like it was so much more than like, I mean, I don't know. I'm getting caught up. I told him today when I saw him that like he didn't take my power to love people away from me, and I told him that I am in love, and it felt like I felt weird about saying it, and I don't really like, I feel like I had a few hypotheses of like my fear is that that's not true. But then I'm like, maybe that's my shit talking, being like the like part of me that wants to like destroy any possibility of love that I encounter, to like ward off the vulnerability and the terror and the possible pain that comes with it, which has like been happening for a long fucking time. And so I'm getting all like confused in that and being like, and I've been thinking a lot about like what love is, and like I feel like the pity thing is very attached to my ego, being like, I'm fucking pathetic. Like that's this huge fucking narrative. Like the word pathetic has been so internalized, and like and I feel like pity plays into that, and I feel like, I don't know, I said earlier like that I feel like I confuse love and pity. Like I mistake pity for love, or like, and I've seen that show up in so many of my relationships, like just like connecting in like pitying each other and like mistaking that for love. And like mistaking that for like being seen and like heard, and like I have such an attachment to like being the fuck up, and like I mean, and that's like I feel like I have this belief that I need to be fucked up in order for people to love me. I was thinking earlier about how I was thinking about addiction in my family and how I didn't even consider the fact that I'm addicted to cigarettes. I'm literally like, yeah, I don't know, it's like, and I had this moment earlier where I was like, fuck, I really need to get through that so I don't pass that down. And it feels complicated because like it doesn't feel complicated. There's a distinction that I often confuse between love and addiction, which is like, you know, I need people to be healthy, but then like I often use people to I was just thinking like, why'd I raise my voice there? And maybe it's like I often use people. I wonder, I feel like that's like me trying to not take that seriously or something. It's wild because I have this like victim consciousness pattern of being like feeling used, but I feel like I've used people in an addiction kind of way of being like if an addiction is something that I use to relieve me of a painful feeling, then like people do that. Like I create relationships with people that do that, and Isaac was definitely that, which I've like felt a lot of, like I feel myself like approaching my relationship with Isaac and then just like bouncing off of it and being like, ooh, like, but then this other shit, but like that is like something I really feel like I need to look at, because it was a very different relationship than anyone that I had ever had. And I felt like there was a codependency there, and there was also love there. I don't know, I'm getting like, I like keep tripping myself up and being like, is that intuition, like, and your body speaking, or is that like just like a pattern speaking, or like a belief? Keep doubting myself. Doubt. What do I need to say? I feel like I mean, I definitely like have this pattern of making myself necessary so that people don't leave. I like definitely make myself the like the one that charges, like the one that people plug into, and it like it gets really tangled. I tangle it because I feel like I am a healer, and I have definitely like subconsciously, slightly consciously set intentions of like trying to make people need me, so that they don't leave. And why am I scared of people leaving? I've told myself that I'm scared of people leaving because my mom left, and that feels like bullshit. I feel like I'm scared of people leaving well, the one that I met with earlier today left. And I like he cheated on me. No, he didn't cheat on me. I'm gonna just break that lie. Wow, yeah. There's some shame there. I like have told people that he cheated on me, and I told him that he could hook up with other, like it was while I like left, and I knew there was a dependency, like I knew that he like was seeking codependency, and we both were, and so I wanted to like make that okay so that he wouldn't leave, and I was like, oh, like you can hook up with other people, when I really like felt afraid of that, but like was like but what we agreed to kind of was like, oh, like there will be random hookups, which I guess is maybe why I feel like it was cheating, because he like started seeing this girl and like formed, like she like became his girlfriend, and then when I got back, like we were not like, he was like, yeah, I can't see you anymore, like I'm seeing this new person, and like that wasn't the terms of like what we talked about, and yeah, it felt good to like specify that. I'm approaching time for this, but yeah, I feel like it would confirm this belief I have that I'm not good enough for people to like stick around. And I'm thinking of Ruby because like when we had this like really serious conflict come up, like I was like, what's up? And she was like, if you really can't see it, like I don't even know what to say, like I need to move out, like I'm looking at places. And that was like, I feel like a lot of fear in bringing up conflict with people, or like asking for my needs, because they like, I'm worried that people will think that like it's too much to ask, and like it's not worth it, that I'm not worth. Yeah, that I'm not worth it. But I am.